And we are alive. And now, there we go. Jack, good morning. Hey, Brittany, good morning. You guys are early. Early. Get out there. Okay. This is the deal today. Y'all are the first to hear it. I have to leave about 8:45. I have an appointment. Sorry. I have an appointment. So anyway, that's my thing today. So anyway, that's all I know. Except I have got some bad news Friday. You want to hear bad news, or are we just gonna be upfront? Happy today. It's kind of bad news for me. Well, let's see here what we've got. Charles, good morning. Brittany, my weekend was good except for one little thing. Good morning, Rocky. My air conditioner in the house is out. It has to be replaced. So they ordered it Friday, but it's probably not going to be in for another, I don't know, sometime the end of this week or next week. So anyway, that's the bad news. Good news is we have home warranty thing, so it's not going to cost us but about $1,200 to replace the entire unit. Hey, Rocky, good morning. Silver Scorpion, good morning. Bradley, good morning. Miss Coin Crew, good morning. You must have come in the back door. I didn't see you. Anyway, let me give you guys the link, and y'all can come up and tell me what's going on in your world. With all this junk. Jack, good morning. Jessica, Charles, Rocky, Bradley, Scott, Miss Coin Crew, Silver Scorpion. I didn't see Silver Scorpion. Where's he? Oh, I see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Rocky, is it safe to put you up on the screen? Just asking. Good morning, Rocky.
Good morning. Hang on here just a second. I'm breaking my chat out.
Good morning, Sterling. Have your package for Red. So you guys are just coming in. I have to leave about 8:45 today because I have an appointment this morning. So anyway.
8:45, huh?
Yeah, just 15 minutes early. Hey, look at you! You got your avatar up there.
I finally got my chat broke out. I'm running a little slow this morning. I've been up early, so but.
Are you done with all that stuff and back home now?
Pretty close. I'll have to go out next month, but things are looking better. So
good. I'm glad.
I'm pleased about that.
Yeah, makes a difference, doesn't it?
It does. What's this about your AC going out? That's horrible.
Yeah. David kept saying, it's, it's not blowing out cold air. And I said, well, it feels cold to me. Of course, I'm very cold natured. And so went in there and looked, and the thermostat was like on 72, and it was like 74 or 5 in there.
Was
So
the
called them, and they came out and said, "Oh yeah, your unit was put in 1994, so they had to replace the whole thing."
how many tons is it? 2.5, 3?
Oh, I think it's 5.
5 tons? Wow, that's a big one.
It's a big house.
You know, the new one the new one you're getting, I guess it's going to be like a maybe a 12 or 15 shear. Is that what they're putting in?
Well, I would know that why.
Oh, well, I would just, a very energy efficient type of unit. So
I don't know. It's either going to be a train or I forgot what the other one was.
Train's a good brand.
A train or I forgot the other one. But anyway, whatever it is, I don't care what they put in as long as it works. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
If y'all can check out Big Red Bullion's last video, don't want anyone to miss out. Are you talking about the auction, Silver Scorpion? Is that what you're talking about? Or did he do another one I missed out on? Guess we'll find out in a minute. No, ma'am. Oh, he did another one since the auction. Okay. I will have to check that out for sure. Can't believe he did that and didn't send me a link to it. That's kind of unusual for him. Let's see. See if I can find which one it is. Oh, you're talking about that one. Oh yeah. I saw that the other day. I saw that last night. I think it was.
Oh, I see Chief's in here.
Yeah, he said his new unit was a train. I don't know what they're going to put in. It's one of 2 different ones. So whatever it is, I approved either one of them. Just get it going. And I was, at least, let me tell you, we've had a lot of rain, but these people that came in the house, they tracked mud all over my carpet. I was so yeah. So this time I'm going to have a little fit before they come in the house. That's
You know, if I'm going into somebody's house and I'm working on an item, I have these little shower caps that I put on the bottom of my shoes, so they don't track dirt or mud or anywhere into somebody's house.
Yeah, they should do that too, because I mean, what even made it worse was we had just put that carpet down 2 days before that.
Oh, I'd be just livid over that. They've been they had to have some company out there cleaning my carpets. Good morning, Mike Pallet.
Morning, Mike. I wasn't going to make these people mad because they're going out of their way to make sure that I get mine done really quick. So,
well, that's good.
I can't really get really upset with them.
But trampling over your carpet with dirty feet? Oh, no.
They're not going to do that this time.
I sure would have brought that to their attention last time. I guarantee it.
Had I known they did that, I would.
Oh, I see.
I would have killed them, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Me, I'm not bashful, so. Hey guys, I've not gotten anything in for giveaways. So if you guys are gonna do this, you need to get with it. Hi.
Do you still have any of that stuff left over for giveaways that I sent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got you already in there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do I need to send you some more?
Oh, always.
Always? Okay. All right. I was gonna say, how about some more 2021 half dollars? Are you out of those?
No, I have plenty of stuff right now, Rocky, from you. Don't send me anything else right now.
Okay. Do you know, I was looking at some of the coins that sold over last week or the weekend at Great Collections.
Uh-huh.
A 2021 Tuskegee Airman graded MS-68 sold at the auction for $2,600 at Great Collections.
Why?
Well, because it's such a high grade, and the S mint marks were so hammered this year as far as quality. And
yeah, their quality control's gone downhill bad.
Yeah, they really have. And so I was looking at some of the coins that they had sold, and some I was surprised that it brought that much money.
Yeah,
that's if you think about it, a 2021 that came out in February or March of this year, sold at an auction for I think it was $2,600 or $2,800 or something like that. But even to get $1,000 for a quarter, and it was graded PCGS.
Yeah, anything's good for a quarter if you get over what the face value.
Exactly, and I was just like, whoa.
Did you guys check into Red's auction or in Redneck Metal, Big Boy, whatever it is. Anyway, it was an awesome auction. I had company, so I didn't get in until the last hour and a half. Boy, it was a long auction and it was great.
How come Chief's down in the chat, not up on the panel there?
I have the button, Rocky. Why else?
Oh, you're being punished there, Mr. Chief.
Oh, you know better than that.
The mob boss says, no, you can't come up.
He hasn't tried.
You're being a bad boy, Chief. Good morning, Sterling.
Miss Pointer says she was in how do you say that? Canito for 6 hours.
What's that about 6 hours? Where are you reading that? Oh, there it is.
Incognito.
Oh, Cognito, huh?
For 6, she was lurking.
Oh, she was doing the lurking thing. Mrs. Coin Crew, right on. Did you buy anything?
A lot of people bought a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff sold. Hey, Nicholas. Good morning.
I understand, Sterling. I tell you, MS-68 is a really high grade for a circulated coin. I went through some of my
I'm a crazy mama.
My Tuskegee S's, and I was going through them, looking at them, and I'm like, I got some that I'm gonna send in and get graded, and so we'll see if I can get maybe a 66 or 67 out of them. I'd be happy with that.
And Rocky, you're talking about which one's the
Tuskegee, the one with came out the last of the.
Yeah. Well, what is the thing on it? What is it?
That's the one with the airplanes on the back of it.
Yeah, but does it say something on the back of it? Like,
let me see here. Let's see if I find. Let me see if I can see one here.
Let's see. Marsh Billing, Paul Grant.
I don't have a Tuskegee right in front of me right now, but
Let me look. I'm looking.
it's got the two airplanes at the top, and
I'm looking. You guys watch chat for me for a second, Rocky, so I can look at the
watch the cat.
chat.
Oh, chat. Oh, okay.
I'm
Sure, I'm watching.
You and David both hearing aids. Here we go. That's D.
What was the proof set? Hey, Jack, it was not a proof set. It was it was a circulated coin, Tuskegee circulated coin. It was from the S Mint, and it was a circulated coin. It came back MS-68, which is a really high grade for that.
Rocky?
Yes, ma'am.
I've got one right here.
Tuskegee's good.
I do. As a matter of fact, I have S and D that I can see just off the top of my head.
Does Poppy live in Texas, Ida? He's got an address up there, Tomball, Texas.
Yeah, that's Texas.
Is that where Poppy is at?
Well, honey, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Poppy, you live in Tomball?
Okay, let's see here. Let me see what I got.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ravenhawk. They were put out by the Mint.
Good morning. Okay, Rocky, I'm looking at 3 S's.
It was a coin. I mean, it's a circulated strike. I'll rephrase that. It wasn't a mint or any type of thing like that. And it was that style of struck coin.
Rocky, I want to tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
These don't have a flaw in them that I can see, and I've got 3 of them.
I sent you some really nice ones.
Yes, you did.
I did. When I went through all those rolls, I ordered quite a few of those, and I went through and picked out. Hey, Ravenhawk, we were talking about the Great Collections auction over the weekend. A MS-68 PCGS one sold for $2,600, $2,800 over at Great Collections on the auction, and it was an MS-68. I know.
You can tell us. How come S's can't be that?
Well, for that particular strike, it was because they're really the S they're minted, but they're not for circulation, but they're got a circulated strike. They're like the P and D.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Okay, they're not. When they were struck as they were going to go into circulation, like a Nifty on a $50. It's not like a proof or a mint set or anything like that.
That still doesn't make much sense to me.
Oh, okay. Ravenhawk's up here. Good morning, Raven.
I really don't understand that. That doesn't mean anything.
Well, when you strike a proof, an uncirculated coin, they take extra care in the strike, and the mint set gets an extra care in the strike, and they treat the coins differently so they don't get scratched up and stuff. Whereas a circulated coin just goes into bags. And so good morning, Sharp Eye. So the coins not being all beat up and stuff like that is where you're getting the high grade like that, because this coin was not banged up. It was pretty nice looking coin.
All right. Good morning.
How you doing there, Raven?
I'm just waking up. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Trying to stay Up and going and cheerful because we've had nothing but rain and more rain.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Well, that's no fun.
Now I'm really ready for the night. We had a week of really nice, warm, sunny weather, and then boom, and it just last week we had a couple of days of really hot weather. It got up to like 94 or 95, and I was out on the tarmac last last Thursday, and I was a melted puppy, man. I was out there all day.
You guys don't forget the Q&A tonight.
What's up?
The Q&A is tonight.
Oh yeah, we have our Q&A tonight. Thank you for reminding me.
So what else is going on exciting?
Not a lot, you know. I you mentioned the Q&A thing. I asked to have it changed, but we can't change it from Monday because it doesn't fit in everybody's schedule. But we only do it every other week, so you know, it's okay. Hey, Rocky, as far as that quarter is, a San Francisco minted coin, they're all proof as far as quarters go.
It's it's not a proof. It's a circulated strike, and it was
right. Those would be Philly or Denver.
Well, the mint put out the S strikes in rolls and bags, and all they were it's a circulated strike. It's not proof. It's not a mint strike. Like you could go right after the first year, you could go to the mint and buy the S rolls or S bags from the mint, and they were not. They're not they're not for circulation, but they're a circulated strike. And they're.
So you're saying you're talking about a clad.
Yes, sir.
Non-proof strike for a quarter.
Sir. Yep.
Well,
hold on a second. I'll be back.
On that at all.
I just got some.
Everything I see is could be clad.
P&D.
They say clad. Well, I'm looking at one that says 2021 S clad proof Tuskegee Airman Quarter, PCG SPR 69.
Are you on the PCGS site?
No, I'm looking at eBay. I just called that up to see what it said. And I see coin has the same thing. It says 2021 S Tuskegee Airman National Park Quarter PR 69 deep cam.
Yeah, that's a proof. When it says PR, it's proof.
Right.
Or PF.
Believe me.
So, Miss Quanku, you're saying, now I know they do it with halves. You're saying you have rolls of uncirculated S mint marked Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah, so do I. They come directly from the mint, and they are a non-proof, non-mint struck. It's just a circulated strike.
I understand what you mean about an uncirculated business strike, but it seems strange.
Look at, I sent Ida some really nice ones because I got about 10 rolls of those S's, and I went through a bunch of them to get the really nice ones, and I sent Ida some really nice coins to give away and for her to have, and they're.
Right.
And so I went through quite a few rolls. I think I went through 5 rolls, and I didn't get that many because they look like they're really scratched up where they went in big bags before they rolled them. And I was disappointed in their quality.
Well, the ones I have are pretty high quality.
Yeah, those were some of the ones I cherry picked out of those rolls. I'm going to send some of the ones that I kept that are like yours. I'm going to send them into PCGS with some other coins to get graded.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, Brittany, I've got some of those. Those came in.
Oh, you know what? It's my mistake. I forgot about the new style quarters, the way they're doing things. Ugh. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. It's all right.
See, that's
It's
morning. The
surprising me that
fun.
every time you kept saying it, I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. You know?
Right.
Yes, man. Good morning.
Because the S core, like, usually it's just the halves that you can do that with. Let me see something here.
Yeah, they made it.
Yeah, for all the national park quarters. I forgot all about that. My mistake. I just woke up, guys.
That's all right. No problem.
But,
and I was going to say, CW, yes, they were nippies for San Francisco Mint, and they made out rolls for it, and so they were nifties. And the S mint marks were not meant for circulation. You'll find some because people dump the S mint marks in circulation. I found a few of them in circulation, but I'm on the West Coast, so for y'all to find them on the West Coast or East Coast is pretty rare, I'm sure. But
yeah, see, that's what my point was. They weren't really necessarily supposed to be a circulated coin, like Miss Coin Crew's saying. And then what would make sense is a lot of people not really putting it together is that they didn't put it in the books.
Exactly. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right.
A lot of people it just doesn't sit in their mind as being a coin that's produced,
Right.
But I make mistakes.
No way.
I make mistakes all the time.
No, you don't really make mistakes. You made a mistake thinking you made a mistake. You don't make mistakes, Ravenhawk.
That's funny. It would be nice if I could be infallible, but hey, that just doesn't happen.
Right. But the Tuskegee, I'll tell you another one that you really got to watch for is the Tuskegee P mint mark, because the Tuskegee P mint mark has less minted, way less minted than the Denver. And they are going to, if you find some really good P's, you want to hang on to them.
I ended up with a box of the Washington crossing the Delaware.
Oh, you Denver. Did, huh? Are they D's?
Oh, yeah, they're Denver, and they look. I was honestly when I first saw it because I had forgot they went back to the retro obverse,
Right.
When I first opened that box, I was like, "Holy crap! Somebody gave me a bunch of uncirculated quarters from way back,"
Right.
And then I saw the 2021. I was like, "Oh yeah, they changed the design."
That's those quarters there are only going to be minted for 1 year. They're not going to be going like for. They're going to change it back next year. I haven't got any D's yet. I've been looking for a box of D's, but all my banks around here have not had any new D's. So if you want to do some swapping, we can do some swapping here, Ravenhawk.
Yeah, we could figure something out. I've been selling them off here and there, but I could work out something with you.
What do you? I'll send you an email and we'll talk about maybe buying a couple of rolls or something like that. And that way,
all right.
Because I haven't got the D's yet. I got some P's, but not D's.
Right.
So you got a whole box of them?
Yeah. Well, now I've sold like 15 rolls, I think.
Okay.
So I got like 35 left. I'm gonna keep like probably 4 or 5 for myself, but the rest I'm gonna get rid of.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'd like to get maybe 2 or 3 rolls from you. So we'll definitely email you and we'll talk about it.
Cool. Yeah, you guys, right there, Bradley Height. Don't forget to check out his 2K giveaway. Unreal. I saw it yesterday. The update is amazing. Also, we got to get Ida up to 1,000. so that we can get her some monetization.
Oh,
I just did
that's
it.
sweet.
What's up?
I said that's so sweet. I think I'm still pretty far away from it.
Where are you at? Let's see.
I don't know. Hey, you
I
guys
don't
want
know.
to know what happened to me at 3 o'clock this morning?
I had a tornado alarm hit last night.
It wasn't that. It was my hubby. He said, "Are you awake?" Well, yeah, I am now. He has
That's
this
funny.
pacemaker, and the monitor was showing call.
Huh.
So I had to get up and find the papers and then call them, only to find out that just meant that the internet connection had been broken. So of course I couldn't go back to sleep.
That's rough. 3 a.m. You got to get on the phone. What's up, 308?
Yeah, well, they monitor 24/7, so
That's a good thing.
yeah. I was very happy that I could get a hold of somebody.
The fuzz.
Jim Fuzz.
Good to see Miss Corn Crew here. Hello to anybody that I didn't say hi to. I'm sorry, guys. I was half asleep watching a chat room going, huh?
I hear that.
I'm like, this ain't right.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. I picked up a couple things at the Redneck Metal auction.
What did you get?
I got a 2-ounce bar from iCirc, Ripple Bar, his first one.
I saw that. I was so jealous.
Well, I couldn't believe nobody bid past what I did. I mean, I was really shocked. It was, well, for one, it was a very nice bar, very nice pour, and it's a first one, you know?
Well, I'm not allowed to spend any money right now, so
you got reined in.
yeah. I was explained to that I don't need to spend any money for a little bit.
That's funny. There was another couple items that I wanted, but I fell asleep at my freaking phone. I was so mad. I woke up. I'm like, huh?
Like, who is it?
Yeah.
I hear you.
But there was some good stuff, some really good stuff from some of the new pours. Oh, and then I got an item from Silver Keys that's a little train, a little locomotive.
Yeah.
And so what I'm gonna do is when I have like super chats, I'm gonna put it up on the table.
Oh, that's cute.
Because it looks like the little super chat train.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And she was really nice about it. Like now Silver Keys is a husband and wife duo, but when it came down to it, she had put them out there, and then people started bidding on the first one, and then she said, "You know what? I'll just make them all buy it now for $45." They sold like instantly.
Wow. That's another good person.
They're pretty cool little train thingies.
Ida, you were talking about your air conditioner going out. Do you know my house is not even air conditioned?
Yeah.
You live in California.
Oregon, Ravenhawk.
Oh, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon. It's cooler than California as far as weather-wise.
Yeah, but you guys get some hot summers though.
We get about 2 weeks of hot weather in August, and we get into the 90s, 95, 93, 94. But most of the time, like today, I don't think it's going to get over 60 degrees today, and it's pretty cool. I do have a windy unit. When I know I'm going to have a couple of weeks of hot weather, I'll put a windy unit in my bedroom so I can sleep at night.
Yeah. That's nice though to only have to have air conditioning for a couple weeks out of the entire year.
Yeah, but then you get the heat thing.
Oh, it's hot in Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Hot in
Without air,
Texas.
sweetie. Try it without air conditioner.
Living in Texas or Oklahoma without an air conditioner, not happening.
I know, that's how I feel, but I don't have one right now.
When I was a kid, Ravenhawk, my parents were so poor. What we had in Texas was one of those swamp coolers in there trying to keep the house cool. Had the big baffles, and the water would go down there and it'd blow the air through the water. That's what we had.
You put ice on it to make it colder.
Yep. That's what we cooled our house with.
Oh my
we
gosh,
had a swamp cooler.
I've got one of those little units here that I can take over to the house.
A swamp cooler?
Well, it's not that exactly.
Charles is right. It's doable. It's just not fun.
It's one of these little personal air. Well, I'll show you. I can get up here. Let me show you. It's one of these little things that you put water in.
That's a mini swamp cooler.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to cool a room.
You know, the technology nowadays is pretty good with those. From what I heard, one of those little ones actually does pretty well if you give it some really nice cold water.
Well, I'll try it tonight and let you know.
All right. I'll be waiting for my report. I'll probably be up at 3 a.m., so just let me know.
Yeah. Well, if David wakes me up again at 3 a.m., I'm going to be going, you know what? Just handle it. Oh.
McHammer the artist, we see your new name, my friend. We see you. McHammer changed his name to McHammer the artist.
Hey, I'm doing I don't see you in the thing. Just let me know.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Hello, my friend.
Morning, Ravenhawk. Morning, Rocky.
Good morning,
Hey,
FDR. How are you doing this morning?
Making it, man. I'm making it.
You know, are you going to sit here and make me hungry?
I'm gonna do my best.
That's just horrible. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's not fair, Chef, honestly. I like you, but you're about to make me hungry in a house of sleeping people.
Exactly.
What are you thinking?
You got the zombie coin crew here, and we're salivating over your food.
Are you ready to take over? If you are, I'll just shove everybody out and continue forward.
You can kick me out if you want.
She's gonna mute me if I don't.
I don't know when I'll be back, but you can do it.
Well, you know, these things, it's, you know, that's the whole point. You can get up a little early. You can get yourself a little something. I think you should just pre-plan, you know, a little bowl of cereal or a bowl of oatmeal in front of you just before we start. That way you at least got something to nibble on so you're not so hungry.
I didn't know you were going on. I probably would have grabbed a snack.
It's Monday.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I did
I'm gonna have to leave here in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna enjoy the last 5 minutes of watching Chef make me hungry.
Well, we're doing a I'm getting the last bit of stuff set up, but we're doing a stuffed portobello mushroom today.
Oh, I
Nice.
love those
Ooh.
things.
Are you going to have
I
the
love-
recipe on that thing I posted?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
working on putting the recipes in something that will be really easy for everybody, but I haven't quite got it done yet. But y'all just be patient; it'll all be in there.
Miss Coin Crew, any meat mopping this morning?
Oh my gosh, that was fun, wasn't it?
I've got a T-shirt. I've got a thing for a T-shirt though.
Oh, what's it?
Basically it's a picture of a side of ribs on the grill. It says, "If you don't mop your meat, you just end up with a dry rub."
Cute.
Do you also have an apron that says "Kiss the Chef"?
Yeah, I'm sure I've got one somewhere. I believe.
Because as I was gonna say, if you don't, you need to own one.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, really awesome pours you and your son did, man.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we like those. They turned out really well.
I was really interested in the scallop, and it started doing pretty well. I got distracted. Next thing I knew, it was gone.
Yeah. Well, that one was one that we looked at, we kind of debated on, but we wanted to do it, and I probably end up doing a couple more because I think I'm going to try to tone them because I haven't messed with
That'd
toning.
be pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I haven't messed with toning yet, and I was saying the other day I need to look into it, and Red was talking to me. He's like, just get yourself some what is it, liver of sulfur, and he goes, a drop in some water and a Tupperware. He goes, and just let it sit in there and turn black, and then you can work on it.
And you polish
and get
it.
where you want it.
Yeah.
So
You guys will do pretty good over time. I mean, you just get better at what you're doing, and it'll look even more impressive.
Sure. No, I a couple of the pieces were. I mean, a couple of the pieces turned out great right off. Obviously, a few pieces didn't turn out great at all. So, but it's that whole learning process, and I'm the type that I just need to go in and just keep doing it and messing it up until I figure out how to get it right.
You learn by having your hands in on it versus reading and watching.
Right, and that's what this all is. I mean, all of this has always been that scenario of just kind of doing it, messes up, and then you go back and do it again. And trust me, I've had some massive failures in the kitchen, especially, and that's not good, especially when you're dealing with people and
their food. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. When you're doing it professionally, if you burn somebody's food, you got to redo it completely over. Then they're pissed off because they're waiting longer, or yeah, I completely understand. But, the beauty of the poured silver, though, is if you make a mistake, you can just remelt it.
That's right. Go back and do it all over again. That's what I like about it, because it's like you can't make a huge mistake. You can just kill a little time.
Yep.
So either way, we're pretty excited about it. We've got some ideas. We've been collecting a few things, so we've got some ideas for some next steps, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Nice.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sterling Cannabis is a nice guy. He sent me some stuff a while back that I was really appreciative about. I know I've said thank you, but if I didn't say it publicly, thank you again, Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He don't like collectible coins that much, but I still like him.
Yeah. So, are you guys fans of Portobello mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
Love them.
Mushrooms are awesome. I wish more people weren't afraid of them.
Now these something to know about a mushroom. You, I not that I don't do it. I wouldn't do it with this mushroom. But when you go to clean a mushroom, especially if you're using smaller button mushrooms or something like that, don't put them in water. Because the
You'll
mushroom
mess them
is
up.
nothing more than a sponge, and it'll soak up that water like crazy. So, and I would never do it with this one. Now, I will say, if I'm like sauteing a button mushroom or something, and they are very dirty because of the vermiculite and stuff that they grow them in, you can see a little bit on the side of this one. I'm gonna probably rinse them a little bit. But what they tell you, what you should be doing is taking each individual mushroom in like a small dry brush and brushing them off. If you don't want to spend that kind of, but and that takes time. And a lot of people don't want to do that. But I'll basically put them in a colander or strainer, and I'll splash some water on them and just kind of toss them up. And you're just trying to basically agitate and knock that dirt off of there. But for these mushrooms, what I like is I will peel a portobello. So if you've got this stuff on the outside, it's just easy enough that you can grab here on the rim. You can grab that little bit of flesh, and you can peel that right off.
And honestly, when you peel it, I think it tastes a little bit better. And I think it presents a little nicer too, because you can do the whole grill mark thing if you're making like a mushroom burger out of it.
Yeah. I'll call you later. I got to get going.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Raven Hawk, y'all take care. I got to get.
Have a good
See you later, Rocky.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
Now, for this too, your stem, I'm going to take the stem off.
Uh-oh.
Now, morels, that's an awesome mushroom, is morel.
Morels are great. And then with these, what we're going to do is we're going to remove these fins, the basically the bottom of this, just taking a fork and scraping, and those will come right off. These are, if you leave them on, it's not like it's not edible, but yeah, all the spores are in there. And actually, you could, I don't know, you probably can't see it on this, but yeah, you can. This one was sitting upside down in the tray, and you can see there all that brown was where it was just releasing spores. So
you can cut that.
It will give it a very earthy dirt type flavor if you leave it in there. So, I always kind of basically flake these out, especially for this dish.
Sterling has morels in his backyard. Lucky guy.
Yeah. Back in Virginia, when we lived in Virginia, you're in the mountains, and in the fall, those things basically, a little bit of rain, a little bit of cool weather, they would just go pop up all over the place. So it was always a situation where some of the people that lived there had been there for years were like, why are you charging so much for that mushroom, man? I have things grow in my backyard. Well, they don't grow in the backyards everywhere. Another very expensive one that grew like wildfire up there was a chanterelle. Chanterelle mushrooms are phenomenal.
Good. I had a friend in, I have a friend in California that's a mushroom dealer, and he makes his own truffle oil. Stuff is unreal. And he actually uses real truffle in it, and white seed grape oil for the the oil base, but he really infuses the truffle in it. I was spoiled,
Oh yeah, no, you can. That's the thing with some of the mushrooms. Like I said, chanterelles, they grow in veins, right? So if you see one, all you got to do is kind of look, and you will uncover a vein of them running through the woods. I used to have people come with bushels during the season because they went. One guy went to the homestead and went back behind their building into the woods, which that was their property. He shouldn't have been doing that. If they would have found out about it, they would have been on him. But either way, but he went back and he found a couple veins, and he brought 2 bushels one day and wanted to know if I wanted to buy them. Of course, I'm in a hotel, and if you're not a approved vendor, we couldn't buy from you. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'd love to have them, but no, I can't do that because especially if somebody picks the wrong mushroom, even one.
God, yeah, the wrong mushroom, you're gonna die. What about you? One of my absolute favorites, and is the Maitake mushroom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they're great.
Looks like a little hen's nest. Oh man, you just chop that thing up, mix it with some eggs, some scrambled eggs. Oh, unreal. On a steak, unreal.
Okay.
And that's what I like about mushrooms is that they've got a nice meaty texture that I don't need a meat. I can eat this and not need protein, some other protein or something like that to go along with it. But so
a lot of them taste just like steak if you just season them the right way.
Right. And this is so with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to make it sort of like a sandwich, or we're going to make it like a sandwich. So we're going to put these two together, but we're going to stuff the center, and then we're going to saute it. So into the center of this, we're going to do some sauteed onions. So basically, we just want to go ahead and julienne some onions up. Have those ready. Roasted red pepper. I've roasted a red pepper. You can buy these. I mean, just as easily, you can buy a roasted red pepper at the store and use it, or you can roast them at home. If you, like I say, if you got your grill going, throw a couple of peppers on while it's going, and you can basically get them cleaned up and have them ready. We talked about that in one of the other segments, but it's easy enough to roast a red pepper.
Oh yeah, and that black skin comes off real easy too.
Yeah. So we've got these, and then also we're going to put some boursin cheese. Now you can use like a goat cheese, like a chèvre cheese. If there's something particular you like, you could use a mozzarella. It would be nice and stringy. I like boursin because it's an herb.
Chef, wouldn't you think mozzarella is a little bit lacking in the flavor side, though?
Well, sure it is. But mozzarella is not about flavor. Mozzarella is about creamy. Mozzarella is about texture. It's
right. It's a filler.
My wife is she's Italian, and mozzarella is one of her favorites. And when we first got together, I said, mozzarella is not really my favorite cheese because it just doesn't have flavor. She goes, it's not supposed to have flavor. It does. A fresh mozzarella's got it's got some flavor, but it's very muted. But it's about with mozzarella. It's about the creaminess of the mozzarella.
Fresh mozzarella, like you just mentioned, the fresh mozzarella, that's something I would throw into a dish, no problem.
Yeah,
that stuff's excellent.
But I like the boursin just because this is basically a garlic and herb cream cheese, So it's just got a lot of flavor. It's got a lot of pop. And then we're also going to use some spinach. So I'm going to set this out of the way for a second, and we're going to bring the stove over because I want to cook some spinach, and then we'll go in and cook the Portabello.
Nice. I'm gonna put my thing on mute so you can do your thing, man. I keep talking too much.
And I sauteed some onions off already, so we don't have to wait for that process.
Both these 6 inches back from the pacemaker, and then it says do not carry any fresh pockets.
You can't carry it in your pants pocket.
So we're going to start with, we're just going to cook up a little bit of spinach.
Most of them sit on them flat.
Let me see your phone and I'll see.
I don't know where you can get one.
This you don't have to take very far. Just do like a light saute on it. Ah, the awkward silence. So put that in.
I was just letting you do your thing. I felt like I was talking too much. Sorry.
Oh no!
Good luck on that one.
It's I always I always think that's funny from Pulp Fiction. I love that part where she talks about the awkward silence. Because
You got a crush on me, Chef?
I've never minded the awkward silence.
Did you hear me what I said though?
No.
Because you and I had an awkward silence. I said, "What is this, Chef? Do you have a crush on me or something?
Right.
Is this a bromance? I could use a private chef for a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I love
I think
how spinach cooks down.
Like I
It's
said,
amazing to
with
watch it.
this, don't worry about trying to cook it all the way down. You just want to start to wilt it, and then you can stop. It'll be much better if you do it that way, because you don't want to release. You're going to release some liquid with this, but you don't want to release so much that it just ruins or wets everything you're doing. So cut that off for 1 second, and now we're going to build it, and then we're going to saute it.
Okay, see these kind of holders here, honey?
So you're going to take one side of your portabella. You don't have to pre-cook this. I mean, I guess if you wanted to like pop it in the oven for 5 minutes, but I don't pre-cook them because it doesn't take them too terribly long to cook. I'm going to start with putting the spinach in.
They have them that have the Velcro thing on it. And it goes on your belt loop, or look at the back of this one.
Then I've got the sauteed onion. I'm going to layer that in there.
See how the back of that one is? Yeah. It's too easy to come off, isn't it?
Now, the cheese, I'm going to put some of the cheese in there. You can spread, you can plop, you can drop, whatever's clever.
Yeah, the belt is in that. I guess the belt just goes in that thing there.
And then we're going to use
because of
the red pepper.
The size of belt people wear. They also put belt holder.
And then we're going to cap it off. Now, if you wanted to put meat in this, you very well could. I would say like a thin sliced chicken breast. I would pre-cook the chicken breast, or like a piece of beef that maybe like if you got some roast beef or something that you want to throw in there. Thin slice. You want something that you can cook easily. You can cut easily. So that when you finish with this, you're able to cut into it. If it's super thick, like a big, thick chunk of chicken, it might take a little bit more. I just think a couple thin slices would be really nice in there if you wanted to put meat to it. Now, to cook it, to saute it, what I've done is I've got a little bit of rice flour and a little bit of all-purpose flour. Now, the rice flour is going to give it a crispy texture on the outside. That rice is going to kind of give you a nice little crunchy crispiness, enough to notice that texture. it won't be like fried chicken type thing, but you'll have a little crispness. If you don't have rice flour, which most places in the specialty flour grain grind up area, you'll find a little bit of rice flour, like Bob's Red Mill, something like that. You should be able to find it. If you don't have that, just use like 2 parts cornstarch to 1 part all-purpose flour. And we're going to be able to see this good. And so what I've got here on the side is I've got the flour, and I've got a little bit of egg wash. Just a touch of egg wash. And I've got just a teeny bit of salt and pepper in the flour. So I want to add, find my oil.
I think you're going to want one that has
Just a little bit more oil.
the
in the
Velcro
pan.
so that the top of it fits down, stays closed. You know what I'm saying?
Herring, I'm not putting Velcro in here.
I know what he said. Vertical.
So I'm going to put this into the egg wash. Flip it
See how the top of that one
into
comes?
the egg wash. Roll it around a little bit.
I think that's what you
What's
need.
that?
And go straight into the flour. Roll it around a little bit. Flip it.
This is all the same one.
Roll it around a little bit.
Okay, but this,
Well,
And then into the pan.
that's the same one. Once it's not showing, it shows up, covers your phone up on the big
yeah,
deal right there.
right.
Okay, how come it ain't showing it, covering it up on the other fold? Are they different
It's
ones?
just saying if they're compatible with those phones.
Let's do a little bit more oil. I'm going to do more of a pan fry with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess
I'll find you one that goes with your phone.
You can keep this kind of light.
what?
With your phone.
I don't know that black one.
We grab a spatula.
Well, most of them are going to be black. Might could get a
And
gray
once you
one.
saute this, basically pop it into like a toaster oven or just an oven for, 5 minutes, 8 minutes tops, not very long. Or you can leave it in here now and just let it cook. But if you don't, if you're not really thrilled with or want to leave it into a pan like this or have to kind of stand over it,
Where it goes on.
drop it in the oven for a few minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, and let it kind of finish off. I can saute this here and keep cooking it, and that way it'll cook all the way through to the center. Now you want to be very careful with this. You want to flip it.
I have to find one that fits your phone.
Well, I know that, and it's got to have probably at least a 2-inch.
But what you end up getting is you've got a nice
I have that. That's
firm Portobello mushroom. It's got a nice texture to it. It's got a nice meatiness to it. You've got that great cream cheese, that Boursin cheese in there. You've got the peppers and the spinach and the onions. It's just a fantastic flavor profile. All those flavors work so well together. I also like to serve this with like a little bit of tomato sauce or maybe like a marinara. Just put a little bit of marinara on the plate and serve the portobello over top of it. It works out really, really well.
Over top of it? Yeah.
Morning 308. Morning Poppy. Bradley Height. Bud Lee. Hello, DeFuzz. We're just letting
Sorry,
that
guys, I
saute
have
up.
company in here.
We want to get that get the Portabella cooked through.
Oh my gosh, that looks awesome.
All right. So you cut that off, and now we'll plate it. Spatula.
It didn't take very long either.
We've got that.
Mm-mm-mm. You gonna cut it, BR?
Yeah, we're gonna cut it. So basically, like I said, I like to serve like a little bit of marinara with mine. Just like, because if you're doing like a vegetarian dish, it's great because you can just use a little bit of red sauce. And then we're going to take this. Slice it through. It gets a little ooey gooey, which we like ooey gooey. So you can see you've got a nice profile there.
Yummy.
Onto the plate.
You just sent me that one.
Yeah, buddy. That's the good stuff. Like I said, if you wanted to serve it with something, this I've served this smaller. I've made them a little bit smaller and served it as an appetizer. It's a vegetarian entree. However you like to eat it. This,
oh my gosh, it looks so good.
If you're looking for like a light entree, throughout the week, something that's not too heavy. This is great for that. But it's nice stuffed Portobello mushroom.
It's beautiful.
With boursin. I mean, that's a pretty hefty meal too.
Well, yeah.
You're not gonna lack. It'll fill you up.
It is so beautiful.
So there's our stuffed Portobello mushroom for today, and I'll have the recipe. I have a recipe for it, but I have to retype it because the recipe that I have makes 48.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's from the restaurant when we would prep them ahead of time. And I went to pull it up this morning to send it and was like, oh, God, I got to scale that back some. So that's what I find with a lot of my recipes is that, I have to scale them down.
It's just beautiful. That's the one I wish you had sent to me.
So, all right, guys.
Wonderful.
So that's a nice little. You have one for breakfast. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and for those of you that were at the auction on Saturday, thank you very, very, very much. We, greatly appreciate it. And and if any of you are in here that got something from us, then again, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate that. We are super excited about what we're doing and the stuff that we're making. So we're looking forward to the future on this, and I think it's going to be really nice. And I'll have a couple more recipes for this week. I've got a nice beef dish, and I think I'm debating on Fridays. It's either going to be I've got a really nice stuffed chicken, or there was one other thing that I might try to do. So anyway, but we'll figure that one out. But I'll have those over to you at some point today, Anna.
Right. I've
So
been
we can get
working on it at night. I'm going to fix these recipes where everybody can just click and just choose one of them. That's my goal.
Okay. All right.
So.
And if there's yeah, I don't know. And we hopefully maybe we get to a point where it's something to where if I have it, I can go in, I can drop the recipe in, and then it'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, I could let you do the editing on it, so you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Just be patient.
Red says link him if you wanna.
If I wanna, where is Red? Let me get it back. I'm doing 10 things at once, so there you go, my friend.
Hey, Mad Stacker.
Anybody have any questions for BR?
Sterling says he wants a beer butt chicken.
You know what? I would like to see stuffed bell peppers.
Oh, sure. I can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Hey, Red. Good morning.
What's up?
We'll throw that in.
You all missed me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I heard that.
Y'all missed me, didn't you?
Of course we did.
All right. Well, give me 1 second. I just gotta load this stuff in my truck.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. I'm looking for a phone case for my hubby. He has a flip phone and he needs a case for it to go on his belt.
That's fantastic, Mad Stacker.
All right.
I feel Mad Stacker. I'm sorry, man. For some reason, I thought Plumber Stacker was doing the Robert Worley thing, and I saw that he was on, and I didn't see Robert's name on the auction. I was like, that's really weird. Sorry, man.
And
Morning, Mad. Mass Man. Mike Wolf.
Mass Man, Spud Lee.
Al
Look at all the good people that come in here this morning. A whole bunch of good people in here. Best of the best. Jesse O, Mike Wolf, Coin Slayer, good morning. Coin Slayer, how come you're not? Let me get you a bingo ball and make you blue. You have to have a bingo ball. Okay.
Oh, Sterling, I've made stuffed grape leaves several times. I love those. We could do that.
Coin Slayer. Where are you? Come back.
Hello, Victoria Roman Carter. Jesse O. J. Doe.
Hey, Matt Stacker, cool. If you send me an email before you do part 2, I'll try to get it shouted out in my streams for you. Because Robert's a good guy.
Okay, Coin Slayer, you now have a bingo ball.
What's up, Red?
I'm back.
Okay.
Wake him up.
What?
You're welcome. And hey, Poppy.
Raven was saying hello. That's all.
Master, good morning. Anybody I missed, good morning. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss anybody. I'm trying to find something for the guy I'm married to, you know.
I genuinely feel bad about the Robert Worley auction. For some reason, I thought it was Plumber Stacker, not Mad Stacker. That's driving me nuts. And yes, going nuts is a short trip for me lately.
How you doing, Raven?
I'm hanging. How are you, man?
Oh, same thing.
The auction did well.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't too bad.
I fell asleep at my phone. I woke up mad. I missed 2 or 3 items that I really had my eye on, and
Well, hey man, I mean, we appreciate you being there, brother.
it went so long.
It
I
was a
sat
long
there.
auction.
Yeah, it went really long, but I mean, it's a good thing though that we are now going to 2 auctions a month instead of just one massive long one. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it
glad to
was a
see
long one for sure.
the amount of support and a lot of good, positive people. So it was cool.
Well, I mean, you know, the new pours they did really good work, and you know, I mean, their cleanup was on key, and you know, they put some stuff.
Yeah, earlier I told BR Chef that him and his son are doing pretty well for being as new as they are.
Absolutely. I mean, considering those were their first pours ever, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, definitely, they did awesome. I mean, that starfish, man, you know, like that thing was beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Man,
it was.
if I had the money, believe you me, I would have bought that.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, I gotta get melted. I ain't gonna be melted. Nothing.
Well, if I had the money, I would have bought everything. You know, deep enough pockets, I'd have been like bid, 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 because there was a lot of really great stuff, man. I mean,
Yeah,
creative, creative and more unique and one of a kind, which was really cool on top of it.
yeah,
And it's kind of
Well,
hard to get a first pour out of somebody's stack for the cheap price that I got it for.
yeah, yeah,
That blew my
well,
mind for I Search Ripple Bar.
yeah. I mean, Isaac did awesome work. I mean,
Yeah.
and
like,
I think everybody did.
yeah, like them katanas he did, and how he did one in copper and still captured the amount of detail in copper as he did in silver.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Those katanas were awesome.
yeah,
Matter of fact, I was really tempted to bid even when it got up to the high part that it did, because I wanted to get a little tiny sword stand and put them on there, have them in the background. But I was like, I don't know. I think she'll kill me for spending that much for 2 little swords.
yeah,
But then again, the detail and art in it, they're awesome.
absolutely.
Bradley's chain was incredible.
Oh yeah. Bradley put a lot of workmanship into that chain. That came out great. I mean, I mean, Bradley's always done some pretty, some on par, nice, beautiful pieces. So, I mean, you know, I mean, Bradley, me, and Tomoko are probably the I guess you call veterans in our group. You know, I mean,
Tomoko's awesome.
yeah,
Dean is one of those guys that he's a true friend no matter what's going on, and he'll give you the time to teach you stuff that honestly is trade secrets.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and you know, so when it comes to stuff like trade secrets and intellectual property, you know, those are hard to put a value on. So people really should embrace and, you know, kind of get to know the guy, because we won't get to have him forever.
Yeah. Well,
You know, I think about Colonel all the time. I miss that guy.
Tomoko's kind of, like, I think that's why me and him get along so well. Is, I mean, one, crap, we could drive to each other, but two, we just, you know what I mean, where we try to get the art factor out there. You know what I mean? Get people
Yep.
knowledge about it. Yeah.
Mike Wolf, Bradley Height, the only person to pour a 110-ounce silver bar and then cook a hot dog on it.
Absolutely.
Miss Coin Crew, you will like the Tomoko stuff, and he always tosses in a little gift that is like one of the coolest bonus prizes ever. You'll be
Yeah.
happy.
Tiny tigers.
Yeah, those little, to be able to get those poured at that size and they still have enough detail and are cute. That's a really cool addition, you know. And it shows also that he's not trying to squeeze every last penny out of a person. He's very, very generous.
Yep, that's right.
He reminds me of Ida.
Excuse me?
I said he reminds me of Ida.
Oh, no.
Super generous.
Oh, I don't know about
You
that.
give away a lot of stuff, Ida.
Ida's
And
a very amazing woman.
I tease you here and there just because you're a friend. If I didn't consider you a friend, I wouldn't tease about it. But you know, you do a lot of good stuff for people, and we all appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you
Absolutely.
guys. I think y'all are awesome.
And I'm not the easiest person to get along with all the time, so I understand. You
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that.
know,
I'm a very easy person to get along with. As long as you don't mess with Ida, then I'm good.
Aw. I love having all my protectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly. You guys are silly.
Oh, hey, Red, you got some pictures of that TIE fighter that you're wanting to do if Ida hits
Oh
1,000
my gosh.
subs?
Well, I haven't put that one together yet. I got the prototype done though.
Well,
That's the
if
one
you
that.
can take some pictures of even the prototype, and I can put, you know, that this isn't the actual one, but this is what it'll look like. In a
Yeah.
couple of days, I planned on doing something for Ida, like I did for that Handy Andy guy yesterday.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll send you some. I'll text you a bunch of pictures.
All right.
Yeah, because the prototype's going in next month's auction. So yeah.
Cool.
You guys are awesome. Y'all are
I just
so
get really
awesome.
busy and have a lot going on, and you know, it's
I know that one.
hard to lock me down sometimes, but I always intend on doing stuff, you know.
It's hard to juggle everything, man.
Don't we always plan on doing something, and just always there's always something that it's like, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that one. I know that one quite well. But
You want to hear something really cool?
yeah, what's cool?
I'm at 4,022 hours.
Ooh.
I ran your playlist all day Saturday,
That is awesome.
and I came in a couple of times when I went back to check it. It was like not frozen, but like it didn't go to the next one.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure you're a live watcher. So if it's
Oh.
running on autoplay for too long, it'll stop.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It doesn't catch it every time, but it's one of those things. Yeah, because YouTube kind of frowns on, certain things. Although I think that's kind of dumb because you can turn your TV on at home and leave programs running all day.
Right. I can't with mine because mine's a smart TV. It'll shut off after so long.
Yeah, but you can change that too where it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I have mine set up to where it doesn't shut off on me.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Modern technology, Red. Come on now.
Yeah. Tell you, nothing like the old tube TV.
It's a smart TV, not a smart owner.
I hear you.
That's awesome. Not a smart owner.
That's something Bradley would say. Yeah.
That's why I've got sons who love technology.
See, Charles says after 3 hours of inactivity is when it does it. Hey, Nick Molnar, another Canadian in the mix. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick. Good morning. Hey, good fun.
Oh, Nick got monetized. So now you're gonna apply for your monetization there, Red?
They don't do that automatically?
No, you have to apply. Because they have to review your channel and make sure everything is what they're happy with as a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that. Set up my monetization and all that. Yep.
If you go under, I think it's like brand or something like that.
Well, I know on the page there's something that says monetize. You click on that, and then you scroll to the bottom, and then it'll show like your watch time and your subscriptions. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do the address thing and all that stuff, and the Google AdSense thing.
Yeah, you got to set up your AdSense before you can get monetized. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the AdSense thing. So,
it's pretty click and point.
Yeah.
You click on AdSense and then it brings up a window where you fill out the information. It's been years since I've done it, but it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's had this set up since 2016.
Okay.
Because they did before the monetization was a lot easier to get monetized, and then they switched it to the 4,000 hours. And that really hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, but I mean, it gives people something to work towards, right?
But do you have to have that all the time? Do you have to have the hours? Can like every year? Do you have to? I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep your hours up.
Yeah, see, I'm fighting the clock right now. That's my problem. So yeah, I may be at 4,022 today, but come tomorrow when my video from tomorrow, but last year, will come into effect. So whatever hours on that video will actually go away off of my hours.
Yep, and then you have to keep producing. It's to make sure that you stay a producing channel.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's a pain in the rear, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And
gotta.
Sea Monkey's right. You have to be a live streamer in most cases, unless you're a really big channel. You know, like if you've got like 30,000 subs or so, you can get your 4,000 hours usually pretty easy by your videos because of the amount of view time you get being that big a channel. Yeah, Sea Monkey, it can be frustrating, that's for sure.
I know.
And Red knows. I mean, because look at Red. How much live streaming have you been doing lately? You've come on about almost every day, right?
Yeah, a little bit every day. Yeah, even if I'm scrapping, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I'm just loading up my truck here.
I tell you what, that top flyer or fighter is awesome. Yeah, that is really pretty. What am I trying to say?
Hey, Siren. It's a lot of work, Sea Monkey. That's for sure.
It's a lot of work.
Doing a YouTube channel and
Yeah.
having the type of content to get to the hours and everything. Heck,
Yeah.
coming up just with ideas of new stuff, that's a chore in itself.
Sorry. Yeah, because people want different things. They don't want the same thing all the time.
Yep.
And that right there is hard to do. I mean, it is hard.
Oh, all right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Gotta love when you pick up all this copper. All that.
I'm loving it.
Plus all that. Yeah. It's like 100 pounds of copper.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of copper, Red.
Yeah, apparently he just told me too. He's like, we're gonna be busy all week, so you can guarantee to pick up loads like this every morning. I'm like, good. It's about time
Nice.
you guys stop slacking off. Huh?
Papa Giorgio says I need more nickel mids and penny mids. All right, I will make some more coin searching videos here in the near future.
Yes.
I just did a penny video a couple days ago. I think.
We need to have a Christina M. Good morning.
Also, guys, don't forget we have Redneck Metals shirts and hats and all that good stuff too. If people are interested.
Christine, I'm gonna make you a bingo ball real quick.
Bingo ball.
Bingo ball.
You are now a bingo ball.
You are official when you have a bingo ball.
That's right. That's right. And if people want to donate to the end of the month giveaway, just send either an email, and when you send in something to donate, don't forget to add $5 towards shipping. And yeah, then we're at the end of the month. We're going to do a big giveaway, and if we get it a 1K by the end of July, I am throwing in a 6-ounce TIE Fighter, custom built.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then Chief Stacker's going to throw in 1 ounce of silver with that. So that'll be pretty cool.
Be very cool, very cool, very cool.
Nice.
If I can find that.
It is so muggy out. Oh.
I know.
Excuse me, guys. I'll be back.
Too.
We just got to 94 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Holy cow.
But with the humidity, it feels like 115.
Yeah, we have a lot of humidity in Texas.
It is horrible, man. Like even breathing in, I feel like I'm breathing in like thick, warm air, you know? I got my inhalers with me because, yeah, it's horrible. Mm.
Ooh, okay. Hang on, let me see if I can do this way or that way, or how do I have to do it? Hang on a minute. Yeah, I probably have to do it a different way, but I'm going to try this. Of course not. All right, let me save it then.
I should really look into getting this AC in this truck fixed.
Okay, so now hang on. Let me get it back up here. I'm going to show y'all this.
So that Gorilla Pro box was phenomenal.
So what?
That Gorilla Pro box was phenomenal.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, isn't that the truth?
I'm telling you guys, go watch that video, man. You guys get a chance to customize Zippo. Plus, we're gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing a collaboration here. Well, I'm actually in the middle of doing a collaboration with them on some pretty awesome stuff. So, yeah.
Check that out, guys.
What's that?
Now Red's just looking
You
for
can't see
donations to
it?
fill it.
You can't see it, Red?
Oh, the TIE Fighter, yeah.
Yeah.
Try blowing it up a little bit.
Need more?
There you go. So that is what we'll be giving away if we get Ida to 1K by the end of July.
Isn't that awesome? Oh, that is so awesome. So anyway, that's Butamus. I wonder if that's a word. Is Butamus a word?
It is now. Beautimus.
Butamus. I think that's a good word. Butamus. It is Butamus.
Red, I'm gonna send you a couple $1 bills, okay, to kind of start you on your journey to get that box filled.
All right, yeah, now we're talking. Hopefully, these $1 bills got a couple zeros behind them, though.
Yeah, well, that's just it. You put the $1 bills in the center, and you put the big bills on the ends. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now he's trying to get picky, isn't he?
It's not about being rich. It's about looking rich. Okay. Come on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's definitely going to take me a long time to get that filled up. But, you know, everybody needs goals, you know.
Hey, are the coin holder? Is it 1 ounce and then like maple leaf or gold coins?
Yeah, so it holds 1 ounce maples, like silver ones, and then it holds 120 of those, and then it holds 80 1 ounce gold maples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plus, it holds $100,000 cash, and then it also will hold 2 credit cards as well.
That is just too awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I got a reason not to melt down my maples when I get them. Yeah, Yeah, they did. They did some amazing work on that for sure.
You were you were saying you had the conversation with him about the putting the tool in the back of the box.
Yeah. So beforehand, they used to just make the
Yeah,
tool and put it
the
in the case,
Alibi.
you know. But I told him, I says, well, dude, if you know any prepper or any stock, they're always thinking that, SHTF scenario. You know what I mean? Where they just gotta grab and go. I says, so it'd be cool to incorporate the key in the box. That way they can just grab the box and go, and the key's already there. You know.
Exactly.
And he's like, well, let me think about it. Let me see what I can do, and he got it done. So
I was gonna say I can't imagine he didn't jump all over that idea. That's like super smart, super practical.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna run with the idea definitely. So yeah,
All right. I think I have everybody's bingo ball that's in here.
They need a shop in Naples, Florida, along with their shop in
So hop and move
Vegas.
around.
yeah.
Guys, don't forget I have to leave about 8:45 today.
Yes,
I have an
I,
appointment.
I remember, Miss Ida.
Oh, okay. So, Papa Giorgio, are you still in here? Yes, you are. Get out of your way here.
Oh, here. Oh, I thought you probably.
Um, I don't have your address. I need your address. Thank you, Siren, for putting that up. You guys got really quiet.
So Ida,
What?
I sold all my crypto this morning.
Good job.
Yeah.
I just have a I don't know. I have a problem with that. It's just like it's just air to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has an opinion on it, but I'd like to
Well,
know.
I mean, plus the government's gonna start interfering with it and everything else too. So figure it was time.
How do you guys feel about that? How do y'all feel about the crypto and Bitcoin? I know that somebody has an opinion on it besides me.
I have some. And I just sit on it, and I've left it there. It's what I have has earned quite a bit of money from when I first bought it, but I don't play with it. I don't sell it and buy it and sell it and buy it and sell it and buy it. I have it. I have a you know it's not a huge amount, but I have enough. And like I said, it's earned money, and I've just left it there. And I expect that what I have will continue to grow. Um, so I'm not in there trying to play with it. To me, it's more like a long term investment, not a. I'm not a um, short term salesperson.
But see, to me, that's not tangible, and you know, I don't know. I can't make myself want to do that.
Well, I get that it's. I mean, the argument about the philosophy of it is fine. I get it that it's not a tangible thing, but right this instant, if you put $100 in and it turns into $1,000, you can cash it out, and you just made 1,000 tangible dollars. So I can I look at it both ways. I'm not. I don't get into the debate of whether it's real or not. Because right now it's real. It's there. You can buy it. You can sell it, and people have become millionaires with it. Will it stand the test of time? I have no idea.
But what do you have saying that you have that? I mean, if it
I have some Ethereum. I have Litecoin. I have XRP, and I have Stellar Lumens. I did get Doge. My Doge is four times is worth four times what I bought it at right now. And then I got some that's like super. It's well under a thousandth of a cent.
Well,
Um,
I mean, look at it this way, Ida. I mean, when I bought into Bitcoin, it was $7 a share, and now Bitcoin is almost. It was at $50,000 a share.
but my question is, what's a share?
What's a share? It's a percentage of the company.
But it's just air. It's nothing. It's not tangible. That's my argument.
Yeah, and no, I mean, you have a wallet, right? So once you transfer that into a wallet, it stays in your wallet. You can cash it out anytime.
because you're purchasing um, it's like saying you bought a quarter. Um, there's a dollar, and that dollar value is worth, let's say it's worth just the dollar that it is. You can't buy the whole dollar. You bought a quarter. So you get the quarter, you put the quarter in your wallet. Now all of a sudden that dollar's value rises to worth $10. Well, now you've got a quarter that's, 10 times the value. It's worth 250. It's not now is your quarter still a quarter, or is your quarter $2.50?
It's basically like, okay, so let's use the gold and the gold ratio here. So let's say you buy an ounce of gold for $700 back in the day, and because that's what gold was worth then, because the dollar was worth more back then. Well, now that over the years the economy and the dollar has went further in debt, now now gold is worth, let's say, $2,000 an ounce. So that initial $700 you invested into that 1 ounce piece of gold, 10 years ago, is now worth $2,000. It's all an investment. I mean, I mean,
So
yes,
I was gonna say I
No,
understand.
I can't do that.
I understand that when you say it's just air, it's not. There's no tangible thing to it. But it's like right now when you go to the bank, you're not pulling cash out of your pocket for the most part. Most people aren't pulling cash out; they're using a card. Well, all of that money is thin air as well. It's a digital
I could
dollar.
actually touch and feel that if I wanted to.
I could actually touch and feel the money from that Bitcoin if I wanted to, but I choose not to because it's an investment, not a.
exactly. Yeah, like you could easily go on the computer, cash out, sell your crypto, and within a week to 2 weeks, you'd have that cash in hand.
So you think that's as safe as, say, the American funds or Vanguard or Janus or one of those,
Well, here's the difference. Here's the difference. Okay, American Guard is a stock,
right?
where where Bitcoin it is a stock, but it's not actually under the stock rules. It's under the crypto laws, right? So it is ran a different way. You know, where okay, like I'm invested in Tim Hortons stock. Um, that I can trade, I can sell, I can cash out immediately. I wanted to. Where crypto, when you cash out, it takes time for that crypto to get transferred into your bank.
Okay, so what? So on the crypto or the Bitcoin, whichever, I don't know what the difference is, if there is any. But what? I mean, what? Okay, the stock market rises and falls. What contributes? What makes that to that? And you know what I'm
So,
saying?
so basically, the way I see it, and this is just my opinion, if the economy starts going to crap and bad decisions are made, believe it or not, that's when crypto rises. Now, when economy does good, that's when Bitcoin seems to take its drops.
Just like a
Economy right now, I would get out of it.
just like a stock. I mean, when you say that, it's like what makes a stock rise and fall? Well, everything. You know, China decided to buy tons of
Right.
copper, and there was a tornado that ripped through the middle of the country. There was a hurricane that hit the East Coast. I mean, what makes anything rise and fall? It's the so Bitcoin, but in Bitcoin's the same way. Cryptocurrencies are the same way. They are just much more volatile than I would say they're more volatile than a stock market, which is what makes them risky, but it's also what makes the reward so much greater when you
Right. With this comes greater reward if you know what you're doing.
right.
But also, most stocks like American funds or Vanguard, whatever, they're diversified. Obviously, bitcoins and crypto is not it can't be. I mean, see, I don't know. I'm just
Well,
what I'm talking about.
you don't diversify with one. You know, you don't diversify with one stock. You diversify by having several stocks in your portfolio that perform at different rates.
That is correct.
Cryptocurrency is the same way. Bitcoin, Ethereum are more stable to some extent than some of the smaller, what they call altcoins, like XRP and uh, there's one called Sushi Swap. I mean, there's all kinds of them now. But so you don't put just Bitcoin in your portfolio. You put, you know, three or four or five or whatever you feel like investing in. So that some perform really well and some are a little bit more risky. It's the same concept. It's just with a different type of currency.
I don't know. I just I will not be investing in that. That ain't gonna happen.
No, and there's no need. I mean, you don't
And
have to.
let me ask you this, BR. What's the largest percent of increase have you made a month?
Uh,
Hey guys, my phone's like burning up. I'm gonna have to shut it down here for a few minutes.
Okay,
okay.
Red.
I think for me, mine was I don't necessarily know percentage. I know I had with Ethereum, I had about $400 in Ethereum, and within um, a 1 month time frame, it jumped up to it was around $1,100 to $1,200. But again, and at that point, I could have said, "Oh, great! Let me take that money out. Let me take 800 out and leave the 400 back in."
Yeah.
But like anything, so at that point, at that price range, I would have still had my $400. But it was, 4 or 5 months later, it dropped back down and I was back at $400. Now, if I would have taken the 800 out, I would have been down to like $100. Um, when it dropped back down. That's so, like I said, I don't. The thing about going into the stock market long term, when you think about it as a retirement thing, is that it goes up and down, and people get all crazy and panicky. But if you're in it for the long term, it doesn't make a difference because um, or at least you try to trust that. Um, it's going to continue to earn and gain and grow over time. But the people that you hear the most about are the ones who are in and out. And they talk about how it rose to $60,000 and then dropped to $35,000. Well, again, if I'm in it for the long term, the conversation right now is that eventually Bitcoin is going to get to 200,000. So if it rises to 50,000 and everybody's like, well, it's too expensive, I can't buy it. Well, is it really too expensive at 50,000 if it's going to get to 200? I mean, what kind of play are you trying to make? But if you're trying to make a play for this week or next week or this month, it's probably too expensive. It's all a game.
I mean, yeah.
It's all a game,
I don't know.
and your history with stocks and
So
everything that you've done.
I'm assuming that you buy the crypto from a company, okay?
I purchased mine through Coinbase.
Okay, so what if that company decides just to shut down?
You have you've purchased something that is yours. That company, you would be able to pull that. Well, the whole idea too is that you get a wallet. So what if the bank shut down? What would happen to your money?
Well, the government guarantees that to a certain amount.
Right. So this is the same sort of thing. You're going to have a wallet where you keep it in a wallet, and that's yours. It shows that you own that amount of coin, and you would be able to take it to another company. Let's say you didn't purchase it through the company. The company didn't let you buy it from them. You bought a tangible Bitcoin product, and regardless of where you put it, I can take it from one place, put it in the wallet, and then take it someplace else and utilize it.
You're right, man. That's exactly right. I don't know. Everybody's going to do their own thing. That is not going to be one that I do, though. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I've been in the stock market a while, and when if you, I know what you were saying. If you just don't worry about it, if it goes down, it goes down. If it goes up, it goes up.
Well, and with anything you watch it, you have to watch it because it could be something to where it is crashing. It is not going to last. So in the stock market, you would get out.
Yeah.
You don't just set it and forget it. But at the same time, there are certain ones, especially not with crypto. But it's and that's just it. It's still so much in its infancy. I mean, so many of these will fall by the wayside. They won't last and stand the test of time. But there are some that will. I truly believe that it will eventually become a legitimate type of currency. It already is. I mean, there's places where you can go into now and pay with some of your different coins. You can pay with them. But there's just so many people in the space right now that are playing and putzing and trying to figure it out, and hoping that they hit the next big thing. That's why it's so wishy-washy, and there's so many opinions and things like that. But over time, I mean, when you look at it over time, it will be a part of every day. It may not completely take away the dollar, but the dollar is meant to fail. It was designed to eventually go away. So the people have, that conversation's been had 100 different times.
I think we better go to silver and gold.
And these days, it's almost like they're trying hard to get rid of it.
Well, you got that right. We don't want to go into that, but
yeah.
Guys, I got to get out of here. I have an appointment this morning. Wish I didn't have to, but I got to. So,
All right. Well, y'all take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.
DR, thank you. I love that recipe.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'll have everything out to you today.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Raven, are you there? Hello. I hope you didn't fall asleep. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Love you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, y'all just let me know what's going on with that. How y'all feel about that crypto and bitcoins. I just can't get into it. I don't know that anyone could talk me into it. But anyway, yep. You guys have a wonderful day. Love you, and I don't know. Just don't get in any trouble I can't get you out of. And I guess I will see you all tomorrow. So have a great day. Love you and hugs to all of you. Bye, guys.
Nelly coming in today?